That was 4 days of Dubai. I'm quite impressed by the speed of growth. Standing in front of skyscrapers that haven't been there 10 years ago, the scale and the speed, we cannot think in an exponential way. That's the best way to get an impression. Exponential growth, especially in technology, is something that we are sometimes overrun by. We're usually surprised about a new development because we didn't expect that in a certain way.
Everybody wanna talk, nobody wants to listen. Everybody wanna... If we hit or miss to split the difference, maybe the odds will be even better than what I thought. Open the doors back to back, some are lying. Nah, maybe they ain't just give it a Jimmy. Told God ahead of time, so I won't count this as sin. Ain't been ringing a few doorbells, but people trying to knock me, say I'm like so and so. And all I do is copy, then they wanna say I should write about weed and Versace. Then they wanna transition, talk about Third Eye Selassie. Get on political topics, that's Muammar Gaddafi. Actually, it's all about your crew/posse. And if you ain't...
The most expensive Heineken I ever had, and Heineken was the cheapest beer on the menu, so I will enjoy that. I was here last time 10 years ago in 2006. This whole area here wasn't built then.
On my ignorant shit, if you was dealing with the same shit I'm dealing with, then you would do the same shit, but these niggas are sending it.
If you want to experience exponential growth, linear thinking, exponential thinking, this is actually what exponential growth can feel like. Usually very hard to get a gut feeling for. If you imagine you walk 30 steps. 30 steps is like 1, 2. Okay, something like here. Even if you have to walk a little bit, it's very easy to think of how far is 30 steps away. If you now do the same thing and you double every step, starting from the first one, 2 steps long, the second 4, 8, and so on. Like you take the normal length of the steps you do. Let's say it's not even a meter. How far are you? Many people think like, oh, that's like 1,000 kilometers. This is something most of the people underestimate when they do the thinking. It's very, very hard to imagine you're 25 times around the globe. It's a distance of 4 times to the moon and back. And this is what exponential growth is. So at a certain point, this curve goes really steep. The magic moment is when the linear curve hits the exponential curve. This is when things take off. These are moments like Steve Jobs introduced the iPhone and everything in the mobile phone industry changes. There are always moments and times when exponential growth hits us and it overruns us. One technology that is now at the starting point of that, it's still below the curve, and that's always the moment when people still underestimate stuff and say, oh, that's boring. When it hits the curve, that's when it takes off. And this is what, for example, artificial intelligence or the cloud technology, this is now above the curve. We're not built for exponential thinking. It's just not possible. Technology scales, but people don't. This is a great example. Get a feeling for exponential growth, what can happen.
They promise people, make a bet, and then forget. I ain't scared, face my fears, wondering what's next. Just keep on talking, yeah, we on. No regrets. No regret, no regret, no regret, no regret, no regret, no regret, no regret.